Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story on the Rusty Gears server. And I had been out and about, picked up a few things from some ruins nearby. However, I did find a dungeon here. I've done a little bit of exploring. However, I found this place to be quite interesting because this is the first time seeing a TL in one of these that's like that. I mean, I found maybe a room with some wallpapery and stuff like that. But I go down, looking down another hallway here, and it's like the same thing. I mean, how pretty convenient to have two TLs in the same area, although quite dangerous. I've kept the lava around just because it looked kind of like fun, I guess. I have a whole bunch of torch holders. I don't need the ones that I've picked up, so I'm actually using them. And, well, why not? I had blocked this off because we had an annoying little guy down here. I don't know if he'll still be here or not. But going through, cleaning out some of this stuff. Got a bunch of debris in the way. Kind of wanted to clear that bit. That's a nice little dead end. But worth it to open up these containers because they might have books. Oh, yep, there he is still. So, this mithril short sword rapier-like weapon is quite effective. It's going to take a little bit because these guys are, I don't know, better armor, more hit points, both, I don't know. But they're not so scary, thankfully, with the mithril. And, of course, there's better stuff, but doing pretty good on the whole armor and such. I've gotten trying to keep up on the X skills. Put another torch down here. We might find more, but that's okay. Let's also clean up this because I can see guys down further down here. But I figured since this, well, had teleporters in it, sometimes they are a little bit different. So I've come across a lot where they're just 4 directions, very straightforward, very plain, wasn't very huge. And then there's sometimes these that are just a bit different. So you never know exactly what you're going to get when you come down one of these. And you might find something a little bit different. I'll take that too. We do not need that, however. Put more torches. We got seeds. May or may not want that. We'll light that for the time being. Get rid of our other obstacles that are in the way that might hurt us. More torch holders. Okay, let's go this direction first. These stupid little cobwebs are causing troubles. Okay. So another hallway down this way. We may need to consolidate some of our inventory here at some point, or, well, I guess just dump some stuff off that we will not need. Definitely no reason to keep any of the flint stuff. If it was a metal stuff that's possible, it might be worthwhile. Of course, I have a whole lot of these types of things at home still, so sometimes you just get an overabundance of certain materials and just can't help it. Keep picking them up. Only 2 of those. Get rid of that out of the way. Ooh, more brass holders. Map to the coal mine. Very interesting. I usually don't get lucky at finding maps too often, but be interesting to go and check some of them out. Which one are you? I think you're just probably like a deep drifter or something. Yep, deep. Not a drifter. Shiver. Similar names. Some of them are a lot worse than others, so can't always exactly tell from just the colors alone. More metal parts. Pick that one up and use it for later. And, you know, always, sometimes some useful clutter stuff. Go make our way up here. Never know, when you come up some stairs, you might find oh, well, you found something. I know there's been times where I found bells or something at the top, and that's not been fun. Just wasn't expecting the guy to be right there waiting for me. But no problem. Looks like we're coming at a dead end with not much over here. Or not worth it to look. And if you can survive this place, it is, this place can be pretty useful for getting that bony soil, but by the time you're here, you kind of don't need it. Alright, more stuff to get rid of. Let's check this out. It is already marked on my map. Okay, so technically don't need it. We can also get rid of those so we don't hopefully pick up the other ones. So that is a good dead end spot. You can pick up some of the torches on the way so you can reuse them. Block that off. Don't technically need that one there. And of course, if you ever have the clutter stuff or it just breaks and you don't need glue, that's pretty useful. Oh, there's a torch holder right there. Oh well. That is pretty interesting. Let's get those. Never a bad idea to have some of those on hand. Lots of flax. Oh yeah, so you'll have some other components here so you can make some more. But not quite all of the stuff. Alright, gonna have to really start consolidating even more stuff here. Ooh, cinnabar. Oh, really? One piece? Or do you have something behind? Okay. Maybe a couple more? I rarely find these guys, so I'm gonna... Don't know if it's generated or if it just happens to be what's in the walls here. I would assume this is something that just happens to be in here. We can use one of these guys here. I don't know how big deposits these are, so I'll just kind of see what happens. Okay, there's a little bit more in the wall. Grab it in case anyone may want it. It's one of those things, just not that easy to find. And I never seem to need it when I do find it, but someone might. And I'm here, so, and I'm not gonna come back probably to this area again, so not worth it to just mark it on the map to get later. Alright, 27 pieces. Not too bad, not fantastic or anything. We're starting to get a little bit low on the temporal stability stuff. Can I make any of this? I kind of want to keep some of that. Some of it's still useful. We can now pick that back up. I like those nice big books there too. Let's switch out our blocks. There we go. Oh yes, we had not gone down that direction yet. However, we haven't gone down there either, because that's completely blocked off. That was the saw blade that was killed there. Let's kind of run back up. Might be able to consolidate some things here, even though I have a pretty full chest. It's an iron chest. It has some good stuff in it. Let's also make that into thread. That way it'd be a little bit better. We have some metal parts already in there, some gears. Anything that's stackable is pretty good to try to deal with that. Alright, so that gives us a little bit more space to get anything. Let's also use the rune. Got some limited time while we are down below and our stability keeps going down. Alright. Some magic XP, that's always good. I have not been practicing too much on getting my XP. It takes a while. Sometimes getting these little crystals is a lot better. Oh, I can snack on that, I suppose. A couple more blocks in case we need it. Yeah, let's continue down to the way we were going then. That's interesting. All those seeds. Not gonna need that or that or that. My little dumping spot. Alright. Get rid of obstacles. They really do like putting obstacles in here. So that's been something. Tools. Gears. Books. I saw a book in there. That's good. Looks like, oh my gosh, so many torch holders. I love coming here and getting the torch holders. I think that maybe there was just some sort of weird design here that just little sections, too many sections got put together that had a lot of torch holders, so not bad sometimes when you come down here and find them and you want them. The key is when you want them. That's why I've been leaving around. They're just totally fine to leave in here. You know, if someone did happen to come in here and oh, there's some torch holders around, not a problem. More metal parts. I guess I should grab those. I might be able to find the other stuff at a trader, so at some point I think I'm going to have too many torch holders in a stack, but we'll figure that out later. Alright, let's close that off. That's a dirt one, easy to know which direction you're going into. We'll need those again. Just kind of helps make everything a little bit more safe. Oh, okay, so this is a place where it generated a little weird. And right in between some olivine too. See if there happens to be anything down in this direction. You never know. Sometimes it just connects onto another piece, or it's like a half-filled hallway or something like that. Got another torch holder here. bang out a couple more pieces. Alright, so it did open up into another little hallway, and it does look like it keeps on going too. Okay, we got an up over here. Plenty of olivine. Oh, that's the other good thing about going in these dungeons. They're sometimes in such a place so far down that you'll come across actual resources. And can be some good stuff sometimes. Is there another little hallway, or is that just a tiny little... Yeah, just a tiny little alcove. Okay. Yep, looking like it just kind of ends there. Alright, so our option is we go up. Might as well block it off, because then stuff can kind of just spawn back there. Up and up. Alright, some nice looking set of books there. Ooh, yay. I don't seem to find paintings too often, so it's really nice to have that. What is that? A pile of bones. Okay. Alrighty. Don't usually see that. I'll see a copper one. Oh, you want the book though? Got the book. Alright. Good enough. Book is good. I'm starting to get a little bit of a collection. Let's get some of that out. Don't need the bamboo either. There's the book. Good, good, good. That book can be pretty useful if I need to get a whole bunch of skills at one time. Yeah, might as well block that off too. If you do want to use these teleporters, I do want to kind of make it pretty safe by just blocking off areas and stuff, so it's not like it's totally gone and you can't get through there, so people, if they felt like it, because sometimes it's good to come down here and get resources. So if someone was looking for, I don't know, the aged logs or the stone, they can come down here. It's a good spot. Alright, officially seal this back up. There we go. We are just about out of our stability now. Our music is starting to get kind of feisty here. Put in a few things. So I got a barricade. Alright, we can pick that up. That was pretty much all done. At some point, hooking up those two translocators could be pretty useful. So, just get ourselves back up here so that our stability can stop going down. I think it's a pretty stable up top, so yep, we're starting to go back up. And we have a little iffy climbing area right there, so stability is pretty good because I wanted our stability to be pretty decent. And well, guess what? We can go to definitely a stable area by just going back to spawn. Alright. I think I'd finally gotten most of that, almost all that stuff done. And we're gonna have to pack up our place here at some point. The troubles now is I'm starting to run out of space. So finding space for all of this is getting a little bit more challenging. Got plenty of gears. I might have to finally break down and get a storage controller at some point. Because going in between and trying to find everything has just been kind of hard. Trying to remember where everything is. Got books. Alright. And our bookshelves of various different things. If I can remember where to put everything. Okay, combat. Metals. Metalworking. Cooking. There we go. More metalworking. You might want to put some, tapestry together. At least keep it so you can figure that out where they go. All right. Starting to get a little bit of flax finally built up. Get all the books out. The books is easier to keep track of at the moment. More metalworking. More metalworking. Looks like I'm gonna have to probably start a new section. And then I might have to use up some of the stuff. Some of the stuff that's just like a little bit not as good. Like the 0.5 books or the only 2 skills or something really small. Keep some of the other ones. Don't know if they can be... I know you can buy them at traders. I do not know if you can trade them to traders. I would kind of assume so, but you never know. We got all of our multiple stacks of lanterns. Okay. I'm going to put all that together, so I'll move that around. The extra scythe. I do not have any more space over there. Ruined lantern. Put over there. There's definitely a certain point where it's fun to have a huge inventory, and then it starts to get to be a little bit more troublesome. Trying to find where I'm supposed to, where I kind of want to have it organized. This isn't my last place, so I don't want to put stuff wherever. I kind of want to try to organize it. Yeah. Let's see what I need for it. This is an upgrade. Copper. That sounds like the cheaper one. Alright, so metal parts, no problem. Wooden chest, no. Okay, 4 plates. I gotta do 4 plates. That should be okay to do. And anything else I do, it's probably the same thing. It's 4 plates of whatever metal. So I think I have the most out of copper, so I might have to do that. Not quite enough. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more ingots here and fire that up so that I can get plates, and then I can get a storage controller going. Make it easier for next time. we'll get to that. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.